And welcome back to part 2 of the computer classroom expectations. The last time you were here, you watched part 1. Today's expectations are different, although some of them are related. See if you can figure out which ones. When it's time to go, or when I need to make an announcement, you need to know what it means to stop, look, and listen. If I turn out the lights or flash the lights, it means I need for you to stop what you're doing. That means stop. Don't keep playing another minute or finish typing a sentence. Stop. Take your hand off your mouse. That's what stop means. Immediately stop. Then look at me. Sometimes I ask another student to flash the lights or turn them off. So you need to find me once the lights go out and look at me because I'm getting ready to make an announcement. Finally, once you've stopped and you're looking at me, you need to listen. There should not be any talking once those lights go out. Now, I'll turn out the lights or flash the lights when it's time to go. So it will be time to start cleaning up. But sometimes I turn out the lights or flash the lights because I want to make an announcement. Nonetheless, stop, look, and listen only takes a few seconds to do. But I will have to wait for everyone to do it before I make the announcement. So let's stop right away, find me and look at me, and listen to what I have to say. When it's time to go, I'd like for you to leave your space clean and organized. We'll talk about the cleaning in just a moment. By organized, I mean to leave your keyboard centered in front of your computer, leave your mouse beside the keyboard, and leave your headphones behind and the curly behind where the mouse is. You will also leave your chair pushed in. That would be an organized space. Now let's move on and talk about what it means to leave a clean space. My number one thing I want you to remember is when you're using a sanitizing wipe, do not touch the computer screen with it. Now that's my computers in my room or Chromebook screens. They are not designed to have sanitizing chemicals on them. So please, again, say it with me. Do not use sanitizing wipes on computer screens. So what do you use the sanitizing wipes on? Well, I'd like for you to first open the sanitizing wipe up so that it's flat and lay it on the table. Put your hand on it and then slowly move it across the table so that you can see that the table is wet with sanitizing solution. I want you to sanitize anything that you touched. Okay? So any part of the table that you may have touched. That means you're going to need to lift up your mouse and sanitize under your mouse. You might want to lift up your keyboard and sanitize right under that. When you're done with your table, I want you to sanitize your keyboard in much the same way. Lay your wipe down on it flat, then gently rub your hand with the wipe across the keys. If you rub very hard, you'll see white foam occur, and that foam getting down into the keys can cause your keyboard not to work properly. So rub lightly. Then use your wipe to clean your mouse. And finally, your headphones. When you clean your headphones, make sure that you clean both the inside that's touching your ear and the outside where you use your hands to grab it, as well as the part that goes across the top of your head. Now, these little colorful packets called the piddle pack, if you use them, you need to sanitize those as well. Now, I don't expect you to sanitize each piece. I would like for you, if you use them, to put the wipe down into the bag and kind of move the wipe around a little bit. Maybe close the bag and shake it some to try to get some of the sanitizing wipe on the pieces. When you're done, take the sanitizing wipe out and seal the bag so that all the pieces don't fall out. When you have finished sanitizing, I will ask that you keep your wipe in your hand, close to your body. Your wipe should never be close to any other people, especially not anyone else's eyes. Remember, it has a chemical in it that's going to kill germs. That chemical will sting eyes, and some kids might have a reaction to it in their eyes. So make sure that you always keep your wipe in your hand, close to your body. Thanks. If you need to cough or sneeze, always make sure that you cover your mouth. Now, I ask that you use your elbow. So cough or sneeze into your elbow, but some people prefer to pull their shirt out and cough into their shirt. Either way is acceptable because you're stopping those germs from flying around in the air, and that's what we want. Nobody wants to breathe the air that someone has sneezed into that could make them sick. Also, some people, when they're doing their work, will forget to cover their mouth and sneeze on a keyboard. You don't want to use a keyboard that someone has sneezed on. So be the person who covers the sneeze or the cough. We only print things that are for educational purposes, and we only print if we have permission. Sometimes kids will ask if they can make a birthday card for someone, or they'll make a really cool picture in Kid Pics or online and ask if they can print it. Very rarely do I say yes, because the printers are for educational use only. Sorry, if you make something cool, we can't print it unless it's for educational purposes. In my class, I will have websites that I approve for you to play. Now, you may be allowed to play on other websites in your classroom that I don't allow you to play on. I also might have different rules than your teacher. So your teacher might let you play certain ways on a game that in my room I'll ask you not to do. It's important that you realize that different teachers have different expectations. Please only play on my approved websites and play them the way I instruct you to play them. Okay, that's it, everybody. You now know all of the expectations for how to have a fantastic school year in the computer lab. Thanks for listening. Let's get going.